What's up, everybody? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Everything working? Hope everybody's doing good. Got me some coffee. You guys in the comment section need to calm the fuck down. I don't know if we have any moderators in here, but anybody calling for violence, like, don't do that, okay? Pretty simple rule right now. Don't call for violence, dumbasses. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I tried to give Destiny credit last stream because I saw a clip where he was basically saying, yeah, we gotta, talking about the assassin. We gotta, lock the guy up, hang him. He used some colorful language. So I was like, okay, hey, at least Destiny is, saying the right thing. Easy W, Destiny. And then today I start seeing the clips going around and I'm like, oh, is he saying this now? And then I saw him on Piers Morgan. And he literally couldn't do the most simplest fucking thing, which is just to say, hey, yeah, obviously I condemn this political violence. This is not right. Yada, yada, yada. He couldn't do it. They asked him over and over and over again, and he refused to do it. I tried to get, man, I was like, yeah, Destiny's not that dumb. He's not going to come out and completely condemn this. But no, I'm wrong. Hassan, there's all these clips going around of Hassan. All the shit he said in the past. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that these people can get away with saying this shit on these platforms. And to be honest, I think I've come to the point where it's like, no, I don't want them banned. I want everybody to see what the fuck these people have to say. Because they are their own worst enemies. And yeah, it is dangerous. And I feel like the platforms are in their own right. They have the right. When you're glorifying violence and promoting violence, I think they have the right to remove you. But I'd rather see these people stay up because, it's nice to be informed. It's nice to know how these people think. I think it's helpful for the people, But yeah, the Coom Gremlins at it again, guys. This was wild. I was watching this earlier. I was like, I guess I'm going to have to react to this because it's so fucking wild. Destiny. Well, yeah, let's play this one first. This clip is the first thing I saw going around today. And then he goes on Piers Morgan and it gets so much worse. But let's start with this one. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the full screen react. There we go. Well, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Smash the thumbs up. Get it going. Hope everybody's doing good.
Hash out the crime statistics?
Not exactly like
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature.
I think conservatives are already afraid of being killed, Destiny. Literally, one of them just got murdered, retard. Let's hear that again. I so badly wanted to give this guy credit last time. It sounded like he was saying the right things, and now it's like, dude.
Hash out the crime statistics?
not exactly like
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now.
Yeah, it's our leadership that's the problem. The gaslighting is off the charts, man. We're gonna get to the Piers Morgan shit next. He's still trying to gaslight people that this guy was a right winger. It's almost like he's on Piers Morgan. He's not actually engaging with the substance of the debate. He's just playing to his crazy audience of fringe lunatics to keep them on the narrative. It's like, it seems like that's all he's talking to is just like, okay, I'm just going to ignore everything. I'm just going to push the narrative that I know my side wants to hear, and that's going to keep us in our little bubble of false reality.
They don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't care. I'm playing video games. Okay, I'm done today. I don't give a fuck. God, it's going to be so fucking gay if I get killed in the next fucking 2 months of shit I'm doing.
Okay, now he's the victim. They love this. Now he's the victim. Dude, nobody better touch Destiny, dude. Nobody better harm a single fucking hair on his head. Because this guy's the... he's a promo. He's a walking promo for conservatism. He makes his side look so bad that it's like, yeah, we need to keep you around. Obviously, dude, I'm going to have to say it because I know the left-wingers out there are going to spin just fucking total nonsense out of everything, like they always do. But obviously, Destiny, I know this is difficult for you. Political violence is wrong. I 100% condemn political violence. It's actually stupid and doesn't help your cause, as we've seen play out. So if you're somebody who thought this might be something that would be useful, watch it play out in real time. This might be the thing that's the death knell of your fucking little dumbass movement and these people's careers, like Destiny or whatever. I don't know how I mean, this dude survives everything. Maybe he survives this. I don't know. Maybe, you know, he just gets a bigger viewership and his career goes even more fucking crazy. And he's, you know, the next biggest thing on fucking YouTube. I don't know. It's like amazing to me how these people keep having an audience when they're fucking this terrible.
Well, the cuck shit out here. Please don't anybody.
Destiny, you're not a, well, I don't know. I don't know the rules, but it is a little weird when the king cuck himself is going around calling other people cucks.
Making any actual fucking, the most cucked, weak ass, fucking bullshit ass speeches on my side. God, if it happens, holy shit, I'm going to make a death.
Locke Lamora, you're going to be in for a fun one today, Locke, because Locke says Destiny condemns political violence. Okay, then why did he refuse to do it over and over and over again on Piers Morgan's show? This is the weird fucking game you guys play. You'll find like one little clip of him saying something that's like, of course, the guy should go to jail. He was just on Piers Morgan's show, the biggest fucking platform he could be on, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it in the... so what the fuck are you talking about? We're going to play it. That's the next clip. Let's get to that. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. Well, there's a little bit before we get to that on Piers Morgan. What's the fucking professor guy? I forget his name. He'll come back to me in a second. He just walks off because this guy... Is this the guy that couldn't open a jar of pickles? Is that the guy that couldn't open... I mean, man, can't we get better representation than a guy who can't open a jar of fucking pickles? Anna's looking good.
Yeah, okay, fine. You're not a leftist. I'm sorry. Are you on the left wing? Are you a Democrat? Are you more of a Democrat than you are a Republican? Do you move towards those types of issues?
I'm not a Democrat. I actually registered as an independent.
Fine. You register as an independent.
Come on, you gotta at least know what my views are if you're gonna attack me.
All right, let me bring in. All right, let me bring in.
I've been attacked by the left over the last 3 years.
All right.
I mean, don't... Here's a little bit of advice. Don't attack people when they're coming back to the center. Like somebody like Anna, they're coming back to the center. I get it. It's fun to be like, but you said all this shit and you pushed the Nazi thing and the fascist thing. It's like, they're coming back to the center. Just, you know, leave them alone. Let them come back to the center. That's what we need. And if we just start attacking everybody that has a wake-up call and starts moving back to the center, there's a chance, you know, you might fucking sabotage that. Because this is what we need. We need the people like Anna to move back to the center.
Let me bring in.
No.
Look.
I've been attacked by the left. No. Let me just at least address that. I've been attacked viciously by leftists over the last 3 years because of the fact that I want to engage in this type of dialogue, because of the fact I was willing to sit down with Charlie Kirk.
Thank you for the gift of membership. It didn't pop up. I mean, I don't know if I have it turned off or what. Yeah, I think I have it paused. Thank you, Be Unstoppable, for the gift of membership. Zigga Rats. Nice name. It's always the greatest names that get the memberships. Welcome. Thank you, Be Unstoppable.
And with Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro. I'm willing to have conversations, and I don't go around labeling people as fascist and racist and Nazis just because I disagree with them.
Just the organization you work for does?
At least understand what my political views are. Listen.
Be _unstoppable _4 life super chatted $10. Andrew Wilson is one of the best debaters using logic to destroy everyone he debates with. He truly doesn't care about their feelings. He is a blood sport debater buddy.
I don't know him that well. I think I've seen some clips of, what is a Whatever podcast where he's always like just destroying OnlyFans chicks or whatever. Like, yeah, that's difficult. That's difficult. I don't know him that well, but I at this point, like, I don't think he's helping the situation the way he's attacking Anna. That's just my opinion. You know, maybe I'm just a simp. But it's like, she's coming back to the center. Like, welcome her and be like, oh, that's great. I'm glad, you know, like, help her get back to the center. And who knows, maybe eventually she grows up, gets a little wiser as, you know, the years go by. Maybe she ends up completely on your side. I don't know. Just an idea. Just an idea.
I'm not going to be blamed for what everyone in that company has to say. Anyone in that company has to say.
The
I'm
head
an
of that
individual.
company?
We are supposed to judge people based on individuals.
This guy walks out. I can't remember his name. But yeah, Andrew Wilson makes him walk out. Yeah, okay. What's this fucking guy's name? I don't know why he's not coming to me.
I'm judging you and saying that you don't have good reasoning skills. If it's the case that you think, oh my God, you can't be calling people Nazis. You can't be calling people Nazis while your boss does all the time.
Why are you making that up? You're just making it up. You're just making it up. We're all the same. That's how simple-minded you are. You're all the same. Okay, then everyone on the right is just like Dylan Roof.
Cornell West. Thank you, JW.
Let me bring in. I want to bring in Cornell West. I want to bring in Cornell West. I want to bring in Cornell. He's been waiting.
Shut up,
please.
I like Anna, man. I can't help it. I think I mean, I disagree with a lot of things she says, but I'm liking her more and more, and you know, doesn't help that she's good to look at.
__life super chatted $5. He has debated Destiny, who is arguably one of the best debaters on the left. But all people mention are the whatever clips. He debates a lot more.
Yeah, the whatever clips go viral like crazy, bro. That's why, because it's fun watching them, you know, talk to these OnlyFans chicks who are like brain dead, you know. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen him debate Destiny, and Destiny's overrated as a debater. He's not really a good debater. He just shouts. He shouts over you. He's like just repeats the same talking points. He's not really a good debater. He's good at like, if you agree with him, like you're going to be like, oh God, I love Destiny, but he's not winning any arguments. He's not winning over any people who are on the fence. He's just playing to his side that already agrees with him.
Cornell, come in now. He's been waiting very patiently. Cornell, welcome back to Uncensored, where things are getting incendiary quite quickly. I think the overriding point I would make about the debate we've just been hearing between Andrew and Anna is that there is little doubt to me that the constant rhetoric on the left, the woke left, let me be specific to where I think a lot of the blame lies.
No, I got you on the left. I got it. Be unstoppable. I still think he's very overrated. Whether we're talking about on the left or right, whatever, he's overrated.
Ever since Donald Trump came into power in 2016, has been this relentless use of the phrases Hitler, Nazis, fascists about Trump and about Trump supporters. And the problem with constantly saying this as a group, as the woke left have done for 9 years now, is that eventually it permeates down to young impressionable minds who genuinely believe that it is their mission to stop America from being taken over by the new Nazis or the new fascists or the new Hitler. And that leads to the kind of thing we saw with Charlie Kirk. Do you agree that
he already looks like fucking angry, I'll be honest, like he's biting his lip?
That this language, this relentless, in my view, woeful misuse, particularly of the word Nazi, towards Trump and his supporters, this is part of the problem.
I like looking green, bro.
TRD at super chatted $1.99. You look green. Ping.
Thank you, T.
Dial in a little more warmth.
It's a creative choice here. Yeah, I'm gonna still fuck with the colors a little bit, but I was trying to get the light in the back to go red to match everything else, but I didn't have time to fuck with it again, so it's still just a little too green. But I don't know. I like it. I don't hate it. You know. Thank you for the super chat, bro.
Well, I think part of the deeper problem, though, Brother Pierce, is that the organized greed and weaponized.
I paused the super chats, guys. All right. I forgot to pause them. They're paused now, so it won't interrupt as much. But yeah, send super chats. I appreciate it.
Hatred.
And if you're complaining about me pausing the show, I'm just going to pause it more. So stop complaining.
And routinized indifference toward the vulnerable has come together in such a way that it has eroded the sources of character formation, so that integrity,
fucking coffee grinds
honesty,
in my coffee. Hate that.
Decency and self-critical sensibilities of individuals and groups is more and more disappearing. So you end up with because hatred itself is promiscuous, just like greed. just like indifference toward the suffering of others. It's promiscuous. It will lie with the left, right, center. It lies with Christians. It lies with Muslims. It lies with Jews. It lies with Buddhists. It lies with Hindus. And human beings were so wretched in the first place. If we don't undergo some kind of spiritual and moral cultivation, we end up falling back on greed and hatred and indifference. And I mean, the American empire at this moment is one in which the lethal combination of the hatred and the greed and the indifference generates very much the exchange that we just saw. You see, this brother right here says, well, all leftists want to see me dead. Well, I'm a leftist. I don't want to see you dead.
Not all of them. A fucking ton of them, dude. You can't, like, make me unsee the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of TikTok videos. Thousands probably. I didn't actually count them. But it felt like they're still going on. I'm still finding them. I still go on fucking X and find more and more and more. That's terrifying, dude. So yeah, I'm glad you're not one of those people, Cornell West. But a lot of fucking people on the left are. And it's terrifying, the amount. And I wonder what I think they did some polls and it was like 47%. Forgive me if I'm getting the numbers wrong, but I'm pretty close. 47% of Democrats are okay with, you know, so political violence is sometimes called for or okay. I forget the exact terminology, but you see it. You see it when you see their fucking crazy responses. And now you got Tim Pool going on and stealing my whole "we need exorcists" fucking talking point. Tim is stealing my fucking talking point. I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying this since the Minnesota shooting, where the dude seemed like he was demon possessed. Yeah, we need not MAGA, we need mega. Make exorcism great again. Yeah, we need more exorcists. We need more exorcisms.
I'm a Christian.
Was it 76%? I can't remember the exact number, but it wasn't good.
Fascist movement, you lunatic. You people have
indeed.
gone out
You're
of your
absolutely
way.
right.
You have gone out of your way.
No, let me make the case. Let me make the case. Let me make the case.
Oh, yeah,
Will you allow me to speak, brother? Come on, man. Come on. No. You haven't made the case. If you think I've made the case, then you're not interested in dialogue.
You just said this brother over here said this.
You're very, very different than Brother Charlie, man. You're very different than Charlie, though, man. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I can
it's
make
your
the case for
to
that,
people
too.
like you that got that man killed, sir.
No. There are such a thing as neo-fascists. But Pierce...
Just double down, bro. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Pierce, why you have a brother on who's not going to allow nobody to speak, man?
No, he's just calling you out, Mike. He's just calling you out. That's it. And then you doubled down and made the point for him by saying, hey, yeah, he is a neo-fascist.
You're just wasting time. If all you're interested in is making your money and you bring this brother on it and nobody can say a word and we can't even mourn Brother Charlie passing. I had dialogues with Brother Charlie. This brother's going to say, oh, this kumbaya and so forth. No. Charlie was made in the image of a loving and mighty God. I believe that. I say my prayers for Sister Erica and the kids because this brother wants to trash my Christian sensibility. And look at him laughing now. It's a joke, man. Pierce, it's not worth it.
He's not. Look, that's great. It's great you're a Christian. It's great you're praying for the family. I mean, that's a much better message that we're hearing from a lot of other people. But no, it's your political thinking. It's the idea that you're trying to call people fascists that aren't fascists. You're painting them as this like boogeyman that's the problem, and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of kids who are too dumb to fucking decipher like what is just rhetoric and what's real, and think we have this boogeyman, and then you know what happens? Somebody actually gets murdered because of that rhetoric. But they're going to pretend like it's not. Oh, he's still a right-wing guy, and it's actually it's the right that's causing this violence. This is what they're doing. They're just gaslighting. It's just like the worst fucking level of gaslighting.
Is Charlie Kirk part of the neo-fascist movement?
Not with this, brother.
Is he part of your neo-fascist movement?
Not with this, brother.
Yeah.
When Charlie himself says that he is against Civil Rights Act, does that make him a proponent of Jim Crow? When he calls Martin Luther King Jr. an awful human being?
There it is.
I don't think I find the clip, please. Is this guy just watching fucking little edited out of context shit? The idea behind civil rights being bad is it's a statistical argument where you look at the black family was basically doing much better. And it's not that, oh, it's the civil rights that caused the problem. No, it's the welfare state that caused the problem. It's the incentivizing, the subsidizing of women leaving their husbands and creating a fucking epidemic of children growing up without fathers. That's the argument. It's not, oh, that black people shouldn't have rights. I've heard Charlie Kirk talk about this, and this is an old school Republican argument that's been going on for like 10 years now, that like, hey, it's actually bad for people when you get them fucking locked into the government tit and you tell them they're victims. And then you just, you fucking give women like, you want to leave your husband? Great. You're going to get all this money if you leave your husband. Like, these are real arguments that need to be had. And the stats kind of back it up. Because before the welfare state, what did you have? You had black families that were doing well. They were upward. Economically, they were up, moving up. They had the father in the house. It was just a much better situation for the black family. And maybe the left doesn't want to admit this, but it is a better society when children grow up with a mother and a father. And if we have a system that's fucking incentivizing families to break up, that's not a good system. And that's the argument. It's not, oh, they shouldn't have civil rights. Of course, everybody should have all the same rights regardless of skin color. That's fucking common sense. Yeah, this is more gaslighting.
And the there it is. I'm critical of that. I am critical of that. You're absolutely right, Brother Wilson. You're absolutely right. But if all you're going to do is be arrogant, you're arrogant just like the so-called leftists you're talking about. But Pierce, you making your money, brother. Go on and make your money, man.
It's all about making.
Not worth it.
Cornell,
this brother
it's
right
all about
here
making
is
money.
part of the problem. This other brother who has a deep connection to Charlie, he's willing to at least listen. But this brother's not willing to
Cornell,
listen.
can you sit down? I would like you to remain part of the debate.
This is ridiculous.
Andrew Wilson's fucking smoking a cigarette as he walks out. I mean, come on, dude. At least sit down and have a debate. This is the thing. You guys have such terrible ideas. The shit you spew is such fucking provably false bullshit that you can't have the debates. You run away. It's a bitch-made shit, man.
This is ridiculous. He's smoking his cigarettes with his arrogant self. Come on, man.
Yeah, cool. He's cool. Who does that nowadays?
We don't have enough dialogue at all.
Surely you're not going to walk out in a debate about dialogue.
More? Go on and make your money, man.
Right. Well, there's a kind of farcical.
Making money's bad.
To quit a debate. Well,
don't make money, guys.
President now super chatted $2. You look very handsome.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'm yeah. What can I say? You're going to make me blush. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
We're literally debating about the importance of free speech and being able to listen to each other's opinions, which seems to me completely insane. Anyway, we've lost Cornell.
All right. So yeah, I just wanted, because I caught a little bit of that. Let's move to the Destiny part. Oh, what happened? Didn't we? They did have bookmarks or chapters. I guess we got rid of the chapters. Let's just move it till Destiny comes in. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's right here anyway. Here we go.
Posted
the Coom Gremlin is on the scene. Look, if there's anything you can learn from Destiny, it's that you should be absolutely nothing like him. So there are things to learn from Destiny. You can watch him and go, oh, if he does this, I'll do the opposite. This guy, I mean, dude, I keep wanting to like give this guy the benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, eventually, and then it just. So badly, dude. I'm telling you, if you guys watched last episode, I was like, oh, Destiny's saying the right thing. W Destiny, thank God. And then you went and fucked it all up, man.
Charlie's coffin, you responded, she tagged him, brackets, crying face emojis. In response to Alina Haber's tweet ordering people to fly their flags a half-mast in memory of Charlie, you posted on X buying flags and poles just to fly them fully erect. And you then posted yesterday, ending every conservative debate call out I'd do in 2026 with "Don't dodge, bro." That's not what Charlie would have wanted. I mean, do you?
It's just comedy, guys. That's all it is. It's just dude. It's disgusting. You're sitting there fucking talking shit about a woman who just saw the father of her children get murdered in cold blood. All right, yeah, it's your right to make these jokes. It shouldn't be against the law. But yeah, like the left always says, you know, there's consequences for your speech. We may have free speech, but there's still consequences for your speech. But apparently the consequences for Destiny is that he just gets a bigger and bigger audience and makes more and more money. So I'm pretty sure he is enjoying this.
I think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate.
Yes. I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side.
It's our fault. It's a conservative's fault, guys. Literally a fucking far left crazy person who's been indoctrinated and propagandized by people like you just murdered a fucking conservative, and you're going to say we need to turn down the temperature. When we didn't burn anything down, we just had vigils, and now we want to actually call out your rhetoric that we feel led to this. And there's a good argument to be made that your rhetoric led to this. And then this is the gaslighting, dude. Let me try to get through this. This is pissing me off already. It's the second time I've seen this now.
10 years into whatever this Trump madness is, and there is not a single mainstream conservative that will call for a lowering of the temperature on their side. I think that liberals need to wake.
Bro, we're not the ones murdering people. Of course, the leftists are in their own little world. They'll be like, well, there was this right. You're in your own fucking world, dude. You're in your own fucking world, and there's no getting through to you. But as of right now, what's happening currently, you guys are fucking murdering us. That's what's happening currently. And we aren't calling for any sort of fucking violent response or anything like that. No, we're just going to call you out on your rhetoric that we feel led to this. And that doesn't mean, that's not like, oh, turn down the no, dude, this is rhetoric. We're allowed to speak. We're not calling for violence. We're not condoning violence. In fact, we're condemning it. And we're telling people on the right, do not fall for this fucking bullshit. Do not get violent. Be fucking peaceful. Don't make the mistakes of the idiots on the left. But they're just going to come on and gaslight. Like, he's playing to his idiot audience. That's all he's doing. He's not engaging in the debate. He's not having a good faith fucking debate. He is just playing to his audience of insane people.
Up and finally realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
Oh yeah, don't vote. Yeah, don't vote for the people. Don't vote for Trump, and we won't kill your people. What the fuck? If you don't want to die, don't vote for Trump. Bro, did he even think about the shit that was about to come out of his mouth, or is he's just spitting from the dome? This is fucking insane.
Every time he's in office, this happens. People joked about when Biden came in, it was so boring, nothing was going on.
Because you people are fucking nuts. That's why. Because you guys can't handle losing, and then you start getting fucking nuts, and you start getting more radical. And then when Biden wins, we don't do that. We don't do that. That's why it's peaceful under Biden, because you guys finally got your guy in, and we're not the violent ones. And then as soon as we get our guy in, you see what happens. God, this argument is like he's owning himself.
7 out of 10 of the largest protests in American history have happened under Donald Trump. All of the recent political violence that's happened in this country over the past 20 years, the majority of it, the overwhelming majority of it, everybody gets mad because they keep asking Grok about it, has been conservative.
That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, dude. They're lying about the numbers the same way they lied about COVID numbers, dude. Somebody needs to go in there. I'm sure somebody has debunked it. I think I saw somebody debunked it already. But it's a bunch of bullshit. You know, they get some left-wing fucking think tank to come up with some bullshit study, and then they fucking repeat it over and over and over as if it's reality.
Who shot Charlie Kirk?
A guy from Utah who was raised in a Christian family, who was a 22-year-old
A guy described.
See, this is how you know he's not being honest, dude. I mean, he can't even admit what we all know. It wasn't a fucking guy on the right wing. He can't even admit that basic fact. This guy has no fucking credibility.
Majority of it, the overwhelming majority of it, everybody gets mad because they keep asking Grok about it, has been conservative.
Who shot Charlie Kirk?
A guy from Utah who was raised in a Christian family, who was a 22-year-old
white
dude.
described.
He wasn't
Destiny.
trans. He didn't have a trans girlfriend. He didn't have any trans influences.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to ignore all the evidence? You're going to ignore all the people that knew him? You're going to ignore all the fucking... Man, I guess you're a conspiracy theorist now, huh?
He didn't have any trans bullets. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys were wrong on all of that.
To be clear, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, has made it clear that their investigation has now established that he had been radicalized by a leftist ideology, which drove him to do this. That's just
I'm sorry, excuse me, when?
Yesterday, he said that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the neighbor. We got the video. The neighbor talked about it. It's not even really disputable right now, unless you're saying like everybody's lying about it.
No. When was he radicalized? In the 6 months that he did remote college?
I don't know when he was radicalized, but I do know.
What you just said
I do know
true.
the very reasonable sounding governor of Utah has made it clear that the event.
He hasn't made it
you may
clear.
not want.
Yeah, he was radicalized by his parents. Yeah, okay, dude, you're so full of fucking shit, bro. It's amazing to me that people will listen to him and go, "Oh yeah, he's right." It's like he's so full of shit.
This is an ongoing investigation.
You may not want to hear it, Destiny, but the reality is the investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a leftist ideology that drove him to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, let me just ask you.
That's just not true.
Let me just ask you.
There's no way to deal with it.
Okay,
you're living in a
accusing the governor of lying.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative. But
sure.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States.
This is his opportunity to do the simplest fucking thing in the world and go, of course I condemn political violence. It's dumb. It doesn't help. It just makes everything worse. It actually hurts your own side, your own message, your own movement. Is he doing this just to cause outrage, to steer the fucking clicks? Because I know he's not this fucking dumb. There's no way he's this fucking dumb.
Can go on.
Somebody with a leftist ideology who wants, but sure. If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So you won't
yeah. We're not the ones murdering people, Destiny. Okay, we're not the ones on the internet celebrating the murder of a political enemy, as they would say. So you're, again, living in fantasy land. You accuse us of living in fantasy land. It's very obvious who is actually living in fucking fantasy land right now.
Condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk. Until Donald Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature, condemning violence, turning down the temperature for a decade. Donald Trump can't go on TV and say, all of us need to calm down.
Right.
Can you tell me why he cannot?
Why would you expect anybody, Destiny?
You can't answer that. Can you answer that question? Why can't Trump go on TV and say,
question?
Trump is not fucking telling anybody to do anything. Trump's just saying, hey, we're going to actually investigate. We're going to go after these crazy fucking leftists like Antifa. Hopefully we'll name them a fucking terrorist organization. Because it looks like it was a fucking trans terror cell at this point. There's tons of people who knew this was going to happen. I think it was 10 plus posts of people that knew this was going to happen. People that I'm starting to look like they might have actually been in the Discords with this guy. Because by the way, Discord fucking lied. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they lied or whatever, you know, allegedly Discord lied because now the Discord messages are coming out where this guy, I think I got some more on it. We'll get to it. But the guy basically told his Discord, yeah, that was me. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go turn myself in now. And it's like, I don't know, man. I'll let this play, but it's just, I mean, this is a perfect freeze frame right there. Jesus, that's a freeze frame of nightmares right there. Destiny, Jesus Christ.
Question.
All of us should be less violent.
Why do you think
Trump say that?
Why do you think
is your behavior contingent on Donald Trump?
Insane right now.
Why do you think?
Let me ask you a question.
On Donald Trump.
Let me ask you a question.
Because he's the president of the United States of America and the leader of the opposing political party.
Destiny.
You have a huge audience of young men who listen to everything you have to say. So when it doesn't matter. You have a huge audience.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. YouTube, you're fucking basically a journalist. You have a huge audience. It's like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, so I can just do whatever I want and say, no, dude, you're beyond YouTuber at this point. You're not some fucking, like even me, I have a small audience, but I still have a responsibility with the shit I say. I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm talking to people. There's a responsibility to condemn violence and tell people, hey, violence is not the answer. If you care about the movement, then you're only hurting the movement by committing violence. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. I don't understand why he can't say something that fucking simple, that common sense.
because of the fact that you have a huge audience, you have a responsibility to not turn. No, it hasn't. It hasn't been broken. I actually care about the country and want to bring people together. You do the opposite. You represent the worst of us, Destiny. You're embarrassing.
You should tell Donald Trump.
All right, let me ask Destiny a question.
Watch how easy this is.
Hang on, Donald, shut up once, please.
If Donald Trump would have come out and said, hey, we should all be less violent, I have no problem saying
I have one question for you, Destiny.
Why can't conservatives do that? Why can't conservatives do that?
Destiny, I have a question for you. Why do you think in your campaign for everyone to dial down the temperature, why do you think that mocking the grieving widow of Charlie Kirk when she posts an image of her at the coffin side, why do you think that constitutes turning down the temperature?
You can't turn down the temperature on your own. The president of the United States is not
the temperature.
able.
You're mocking his widow.
You're mocking his widow. We've had multiple political assassins.
He sounds like a fucking terrorist, to be honest. It's kind of what he sounds like. Like, oh, if you want to turn down the temperature, then you better do what we fucking tell you to do. Oh, you don't want people to get killed? Oh, well, maybe Trump needs to come out and turn down the temperature. What does that mean, turn down the temperature? Become a leftist? Stop believing what you believe in? Stop speaking your mind? Stop calling out people that are fucking dumbasses? What are we talking about here, dude?
Vaccinations over the past year. What do you mean it's turning up the temperature?
Why did you mock his widow?
Online?
Why did you mock his widow?
Because she's being used as a political weapon right now for conservatives to continue their fight. What do you mean, wow? She's literally doing
her husband just got murdered
on email. Yeah, and she's using it to drive up recruitment for
and
a
you
political
can't even
movement.
Condemn the murder. You won't condemn it.
Can't even tell his side.
You're
to
so
turn the
deranged
down.
about Trump that you cannot condemn the murder because you're waiting for Donald Trump to say something.
Off of it.
All right, let me bring in Jack. Let me bring in Jack Posobiec. I gotta say,
there's still no answer to that question, Piers.
This is just a total straw man. Like, oh, Republicans kind of, dude. I've seen left and right Republicans do it. Republicans aren't the fucking unhinged ones, and they're usually the more logical ones that can think things through and go, oh, you know what? Actually, violence would be terrible for our movement. It would fucking discredit us. But you're the side that's fucking so dumb that you say things that will rile up. And I think this kid might have been had a tism. This Robinson kid. It's possible he had some sort of tism. It's very possible. And I mean, the shit you're saying is riling these fucking dumb kids up, man. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this dude can't just say, yeah, of course I condemn it. It was wrong. And we need to fucking, the left wing needs to stop with the violence, right? No, it's the right wing. It's Trump. Trump's the one that's got to calm down. Did Trump just murder somebody? Did Trump just go up to a random left winger that is having a fucking spirited debate and shoot them in the fucking neck? No. It wasn't Trump that did that. But, you know, this is like fucking end stage TDS, dude. This is the worst TDS I've ever fucking seen.
You can't say,
which question?
Why can't Donald Trump simply go on TV and say, we all need to turn it down?
Fine.
Like Biden could, like Obama could, like the Clintons could, like Kamala could. Why not?
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
It's unbelievable. I'm not the president of the United States.
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Unbelievable to me.
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because it wasn't my side that caused it. It should be the one that is driving up the rhetoric.
It actually was your side that caused it. It was your side.
This guy was...
There's no way he's this dumb. There's no way he's this dumb. He's just clearly fucking gaslighting because he knows they're just fucked. Like their side, their movement is fucked. So rather than just be like, yeah, we got to calm down and engage, like, honestly, with good faith, he's just going to lie and obfuscate and try to pretend like it's a right-wing guy and it's Trump's fault and there are idiots. There are idiots who are going to fall for this because all you got to do is say Trump bad and they're like, yeah, you're right. They just have no logical reasoning ability. It's just all Trump bad. Oh, I'm angry.
Raised in a white Christian household.
He was a radicalized leftist ideology.
He wasn't radicalized by leftism at all. You have no proof of that whatsoever.
That's what the investigators are saying.
Was a conservative, just like the people that firebombed Shapiro.
Bro, he murdered a conservative. Are you trying to say he was a right-wing conservative and then he decided to murder a conservative? All the evidence, even on the face, like before you go deep in the Discord and who he was hanging out with and what he said to his family and what his neighbors were saying. And what his schoolmates were saying. Before you even go that deep, on the face of it, who was killed? A conservative. Okay, so now you're trying to just say, oh, he's a right-wing conservative because his family was conservative. It's like the left going, told you guys it's a white guy. It's not one of us. It's a white guy. It's like, dude, you're so fucking disingenuous.
Hero's house was a conservative, just like all the J6ers were conservative, just like the Proud Boys were conservative. Every single one of these people. Oh, it's Jack Brzovic. What, the author of Unhuman? Another person that Charlie supported? Good one, dude.
Well, I'll give you one last chance, Destiny, to condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Yes, you are acting like an unhuman.
Why can't I hear Donald Trump condemn violence in this
all
country?
right, you won't condemn it. Okay, we've all heard. That's insane. We've all heard you repeatedly refuse to condemn it.
We've heard Donald Trump refuse to condemn it too. But for some reason, the leftists on YouTube are a bigger deal.
This is typical leftist shit. But Donald Trump. It's like, but what? Can't you condemn a man being murdered in front of his children and wife? But Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Dude, you guys. Why do you think nobody wants to vote for you? You're dumb. You're liars. Anybody that spends enough time listening to you, eventually, if they have a reasonable mind and they actually care about the truth, are going to figure that out. It's fucking, I mean, I'm almost happy to see that people can see for themselves how fucking terrible they are.
Believable.
Yeah. What's incredible is you don't have the basic humanity to condemn it. You'd rather taunt his widow. I find that sickening. Jack Posobiec.
I find it sickening that when people are getting killed in the country, the president of the United States on Fox and Friends, when they're begging him, what do you say to your followers that want revenge? He says, I don't know. All the elections are rigged. It's the radical Democrats. That's insane.
Yeah, because you guys consider that violence, right? When you question an election, even though you guys fucking question elections. Sorry, questioning an election is not equal to a political assassination, fuckface. They're not the same thing. And there are a lot of questions surrounding the 2020 election. I hope we get justice on that someday, Destiny. You can pretend like there's not a fucking lot of question marks around the 2020 election, but there are. And there's a lot of question marks around the elections in Chicago, the elections in LA, the elections in New York. It's a lot of questions that people have. There seems to be something fishy going on with some of these Democrat-run cities that are just always Democrat for the last 1,000 fucking years. And it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not an equivalent argument, dude. It's fucking weak sauce. Catch up these super chats. Thank you, guys. Andrew Wilson. Is that the Andrew Wilson?
Andrew Wilson super chatted $2. Very punchable.
No violence, Andrew. No violence.
Reedon super chatted $5. Destiny has nothing else to lose. His only choice is to go pedal down, or else his audience will eat him alive. This is his final form.
You might have a point, bro. You might be right.
Spocko super chatted $9.99. I'm guessing Destiny got pushback from his audience of brain-damaged children.
I don't watch him, so I don't see how his audience reacts, but I can't imagine that there aren't reasonable people in his audience that are going, what the fuck? I mean, I've seen it. We played the videos in the last couple episodes of like people on the left going, I'm not a Democrat anymore. I'm not on the left. This woke me up to how fucking insane and crazy these people are. So yeah, it's very possible that some of his audience was like, fuck, I'm out of here.
Wilson super chatted
but he's probably just going to get the hardcore ones.
That's just my name, lol.
Okay, good. I mean, well, I know you can open a pickle jar, bro, but thank you. Yeah. Obviously, there are people on the left, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the worst thing that could have happened to the left. This is the worst thing that could happen. If they had any brains, they'd be like, dude, we cannot do anything violent, but they're stupid. Just like the Summer of Love in 2020, they decided to go burn down cities, and then the media covered for them, and now we pretend like it never fucking happened, and we just focus on January 6th and like the one right-wing guy that shot somebody 20 years ago. Like, that's not what fucking matters. What matters is right now, at this moment in time, who is getting violent, who is acting like terrorists, who is the danger right now. I don't give a fuck what happened 10 or 20 years ago. And a lot of times it's bullshit. Like the guy in Minnesota who went around shooting legislators. Like, he's a right-wing guy. He's a right-wing guy. Hey, you're probably right. I've seen evidence like his neighbor or whoever, his roommate or whatever, right-wing I got. But then the guy also seemed like he might have actually, he worked for Tim Walz. So that one's a little bit more up in the air, but I'll give you that one. We'll say that guy's a right-wing guy. Doesn't change the fact that as of right now, the real danger that keeps happening over and over is coming from you guys. And it's happening over and over. And at least when it happens with us, like, we condemn it, right? If it's a right-wing guy, I fucking condemn it. There should be no violence from any side. It's that fucking simple. We should be debating. We should be having good faith debates, which you guys are not fucking capable of, sadly. We should be having good faith debates so we can arrive at solutions to our problems. But That's not what any of these people on the left are interested in. They just want to win. They don't give a fuck about truth. They don't give a fuck about solving your problems. They just want power and they want to win. So fuck you, Destiny. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Appreciate it.
Insane to me. And then the fixation is, well, who on Twitter and YouTube isn't condemning the violence?
All right, Jack
Piers, you have a great example here of the type of cancer I'm talking about, where when you present direct information, they refuse, they obfuscate, they refute, they say it's not true, they lie. You could see from the bullet casings, you could see from postings, you could see from everything out there that it's very clear what happened here. This is the same people who supported President Trump almost getting assassinated twice last year, Cory Carpentore being assassinated
by
last
conservatives.
year.
Right, this is the guy who was like fucking saying he would not feel bad if his parents got killed because they went to a Trump rally. This fucking guy. And then he's saying conservatives killed Cory Carpentore? Are they trying to spin that now? It's weird how conservatives are just killing themselves. It's like when your older brother hits you and he's like, stop hitting yourself.
Super chatted $10. I'm sure that you would humiliate Destiny in a debate on this topic. As someone who has all these disagreements and thinks he's wrong on everything, surely you would be open to debate him?
Oh, so he can just yell over me for 2 hours? Yeah, I'm not against it, but there are people like Destiny who are not good faith. They're not coming to it to actually arrive at some sort of truth. They're just coming to fucking yell at you and say all of their party's talking points, and it's just not good faith. But I'm not afraid of debating him. It just would be a shit show because you see how he debates. He's not debating anybody. He's just yelling and yelling and trying to overtalk everybody, just lying straight up, just like fucking gaslighting everybody. And it's like, I don't know. We'd have to pick a topic. If I was to debate Destiny, we'd have to pick a topic. And that way I can come in prepared. So when he starts lying and spouting bullshit, I'll have comebacks for that because that's what the debate's going to be. It's going to be like, I got to catch him in his lies and have shit to disprove his lies. But then he'll just pretend like my shit's lies. And it's just like no winning.
In a situation, again, see, just lies. That's all they do. They talk over. They don't even let you give a chance to speak. And something needs to be done, Piers. Something absolutely needs to be done. This ideology should be shamed, humiliated, driven from the public discourse. I mean, you've got people who have completely dissociated with humanity because all they care about are clicks and YouTube streams and likes. Go to the casket. Go to the gravesite. Go talk to the widow. I don't even know how to discuss this with someone who's completely.
Destiny needs to not get anywhere close to Erica right now. I'm sure the last person Erica wants to see right now is fucking Destiny.
Lost all touch with reality.
Yeah, I mean, Anna.
What's Jack's answer to why can't the president say we should all be less violent?
Right.
The president's never called for fucking violence. The president's not like you and fucking dumbass Hassan sitting there talking about splitting the guts open, and all the left-wing politicians talk about we're gonna punch a Nazi, and all the fucking violent rhetoric is coming from one side, Destiny.
Because you can't even condemn the cold-blooded execution of Charlie
Donald Trump
Kirk.
turns on Destiny.
I don't think you're in the position to demand anything from anybody
on YouTube. That's how I'm going to take my.
You're not in any position to condemn anybody for anything. You won't condemn a cold-blooded murder.
He's the president of the United States. He's the president of the United States. No one here can answer that question.
Basic humanity says the murder was horrific. Why can't you say it?
To be less violent.
Why can't you say it, Destiny?
For over a decade.
To say the murder was horrific.
First of all, I'm not even buying this premise that acting like Trump's being the one like saying, hey, let's get violent and I'm not going to condemn. Like, what the fuck? He's just making up some fucking bullshit argument and riding it all the way, man. He just won't give up on it. Just ride it all the way. As long as it's Trump bad, I win to the lefties that fucking have Trump derangement syndrome. So as long as I say Trump bad enough, all the leftists out there who are all of my audience, they're going to go, yeah, you won, Trump bad.
And
why can't Donald Trump say it?
You can't do it, can you?
Why does no one hear any words for Donald Trump?
All right, Anna Kasperin.
Donald Trump. Nothing exactly.
Anna Kasperin.
Oh yeah, you won that, Destiny. You won, bro. All right, yeah.
To me, this is what I'm talking about. That I think there is an element of the left, the hard woke left, that have completely lost their minds.
Yeah.
If you are not able to just outright simply condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk, and if you cannot stop yourself from mocking his grieving widow, you are sick, as I've just seen from Destiny. It's a
the sick thing
mindset.
is weaponizing a widow's grief to try to do recruitment for your political party. That's probably one of the most disgusting.
Yeah, that's the most disgusting. It's not the murder of a human being for having a different opinion. That's not the most disgusting thing. It's the widow being angry about it and actually giving a speech about it. That's the most disgusting thing. You're a fucking coom gremlin. I don't know. Destiny might need an exorcist. It's possible.
Things
he also probably needs to stop doing so much fucking Adderall. It's too much Adderall, bro.
She's showing up in emails for recruitment drives for TPUSA.
Destiny? What did you think the assassination of a political figure would do? What did you think the outcome was going to be? What did you think the outcome was? And by the way,
are you asking me for the pragmatic political outcome, or are you asking me for?
Hey, how about take it easy on the Adderall?
Oh, dude, come on. How can you not like Anna? How can you not like Anna, dude? Call it out. Call it as you see it, Anna. Get him. That is good.
TRD at super chatted $1.99. Hannibal eats rude people.
Alrighty. I'm not sure what you're saying there, but I appreciate it.
Take it easy on the Adderall, and let me answer the question that Pierce asked me.
You must have been really bullied today, I
guess.
Let Anna speak, please.
My behavior is not reliant on how anyone else behaves. Every morning I wake up and I make decisions about how I choose to react or respond.
Just a little side note. Anna, I really like it when she's got like the curly hair, like the full fucking did up curly hair. She looks better that way. We can bring the full fucking curly. I don't know what the style is called, but you know, when she's got the big curly locks, she looks, come on, bring the curly locks back.
Onto things. I don't wake up in the morning, check what Donald Trump has to say, and then base my own personal behavior on his behavior. I agree with you in that it would be very helpful to have the leader of this country want to turn the temperature down. And he hasn't done that. I agree with you on that. But that doesn't change.
I disagree. I think it's very important right now. I don't think he's turning the temperature up. I think he's doing what needs to be done, which is to go, hey, we're going to investigate these people. We're going to find out who radicalized this piece of shit, because we're seeing a rise in violence from this radical group. You know, the T's, I'm sorry, but you guys are getting a little out of control. And we need to investigate. We need to figure out who's radicalizing these people. Is there any funding? Because there's reports coming out that this guy, somebody who's tied to, might have been getting funds. Who knows? But yeah, we need to go after and make an example. And I think the country's behind that right now. The country wants a full investigation. And we want people that they're going to act like terrorists. We want them to be treated like terrorists. So it's a simple ask. And if you don't want to be treated like a terrorist, maybe don't go around celebrating the political assassination of people that you just simply disagree with. I disagree. I don't think Trump's riling people up to get violent. No, he's doing the thing that's going to calm down the right, which is to go, hey, we're going to investigate. Possibly we might even list Antifa as a terrorist organization, which they probably should have done already. That's the shit that's going to calm down people on the right to go, hey, we're on the case. And we're going to put a stop to these fucking people who are getting out of control. And you can deny it all you want, pretend like it's not the case. It's right in front of our eyes. Everybody sees it. Okay? Something has to be done by our government. Right? Violence is, it's just across. I mean, if you don't want this shit to come down on you, maybe, don't get violent. Maybe don't be promoting the assassination of a political enemy. And then you won't have to worry about being labeled a terrorist group. But once you're murdering people for political reasons, yeah, people might consider you terrorists at that point.
The way I choose to respond to what's going on. The idea of mocking a woman who is now a widow with 2 young children who witnessed her husband get shot in the neck and bleed out to death. How can you mock that? What is wrong with you? I just don't understand it. That's it. I don't understand it. I don't understand you, Destiny. You have so much hatred in your heart, and at the same time, you
it's
judge
such a simple thing.
others
If you're
as
going
being
to
hateful.
weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it. I think that she has every right to grieve in whatever way she wants, but when that grief is going to be weaponized to do recruitment, political recruitment, and further radicalization of the other side, then of course you not only have the ability to mock it, I think you have the obligation to mock it. It's insane.
Let me understand your argument. So since others are using her grief to politically recruit, you think that it's okay to mock her specifically?
since others
How
are
does that make
using
any
her grief,
sense?
she's the one who gave a 17-minute speech on TV where she talked about good versus evil. She's the one showing up in
Destiny,
TPUSA ads to 1 or 2 days after.
Yeah, let's attack the widow. That's a good look, Destiny. Let's attack the widow who's fucking going through something that I wouldn't wish on Destiny or anybody. But yeah, it's a good time to attack her, Destiny. Good time, right?
If someone assassinated my husband, I would not be able to have the level of composure she had during that speech. I would be out for blood. I understand why she's angry and why she said the things that she said. Okay, you need to understand what being a human is, what it's like to actually lose someone that you love, that you chose to spend your life with, that you chose to raise children with, a person who was violently and viciously assassinated like that. This is why I've moved away
and when
from
something
identifying as a
you got bullied online. It's so funny. It's so funny that you just said that you don't think about how other people act to define your behavior. Your entire political ideology now is somehow defined by the people that were mean to you on Twitter.
No,
if somebody
it's
cares
not.
about somebody who's grieving,
I understood
then you tell that
what
person,
the flaws
you
on
tell
the
that
left
person,
happen to
hey,
be. The
maybe you should
weakness in their
step back
arguments.
for a couple of
No,
weeks.
no, it's
Maybe
not
you should
about
take
the
some
way
time
I
to
get
grieve.
treated.
You don't
I
say,
get
hey,
treated
let's
like
throw a
crap from
camera in
both
front
sides
of
of
you
the
and have
political
you do
aisle.
mass recruitment for our political party while everyone over here is calling for civil war. It's unhinged.
Nobody's calling for civil war. Who's calling for civil war? People are afraid of a civil war. Nobody's calling for it. People do not want a civil war. Everybody that's talked about it is like, we need to fucking figure out how to, bring us from the brink. People are worried about it. People aren't calling for it. But again, there's another fucking little bullshit fucking narrative that now they're going to be like, the right's calling for civil war. No, they're not. The right's scared of civil war because you're fucking killing people. And that's the type of thing, a political assassination like that could kick off a civil war, you idiots. And then you'd say, well, the right calls the civil war when you're the ones that fucking assassinated somebody on the right. You'd be like, well, the right started the civil war. It's all the right's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's like, what world do you fucking people live in? Come back to reality, please. Get off the SSRIs. Get off the Adderall. Go to church maybe too. Speak to a priest about an exorcist. That might help as well.
When you've got people like Matt Walsh in the Daily Wire, the
we're
president
talking to a guy who said he'd be okay with his own parents getting killed if they went to that Trump rally where that assassination attempt
and we're talking
happened.
to a
There's
woman
no
who went on
with
and did
you,
the whole
Destiny.
conservative media
There's
outlet with
there's
Tucker
no
Carlson
reasoning
and
with
Glenn
you.
Beck and had
Okay.
nothing bad to say whatsoever. I know where your bread is buttered. I know where
And
you're
it was
making your money
great. I
from.
had
Okay, that's
awesome
great.
conversations.
I
I don't regret it at all.
That's great.
I also had a conversation with Jack Posobiec on her take. It was awesome.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Jack,
what
the guy over here that gets
democracy is
paid
about.
by
Having
Russia
an
that
exchange
lies
of
about everything that
ideas.
comes out of his
Yeah.
mouth. Yeah,
all right,
great.
let me
That's a
bring
good
in.
one.
Let me
I
bring
don't
in.
agree with him on everything, but at
Still
least we
to
can
this
have
day.
dialogue.
Anna, you're completely right, by the way. Anna is completely right.
Didn't it?
And the irony of Charlie Kirk is that he led the way in going in to debate with people who.
Nunya, stop saying that stupid shit, bro. We don't want anything bad to happen to Destiny. We want Destiny to live a long life, spewing his bullshit so people can fucking understand how retarded they are. So yeah, just stop with the fucking Destiny lives in Miami, dude.
Who hated him,
no
and
one
he would
cares
try
where
and
he
have
lives.
respectful
Charlie
dialogue.
Kirk beat up
well,
on college students.
unlike
That's all
you,
he
Destiny.
Did. Let's be
Let
real.
me bring
Unlike
Andrew
me,
Wilson
I'm
in.
your
So do you.
argument. Yeah.
Let me bring in
So do
Andrew
you.
Wilson.
It's not a secret where he lives anyway, but it's just like, don't say shit like that right now, dude. Like, sometimes it makes me wonder, like, if you're a leftist, you're going to come on and be like, yeah, I'll punch him in the face. I was like, dude, we don't need that fucking rhetoric right now. We don't need that shit.
So do you. You beat up on college students.
Let the idiots on the left be the idiots. Don't join in on their fucking idiocy. The way you got to be better than them. That's how you defeat them, by being better than them.
You're going on a college tour.
Charlie
You're going on a
Kirk is
college
trying to
tour
hold
right
higher
now
level
to
debates
beat
and
up
you guys
on
kill
college students. What are you talking about, Destiny? That's what you're doing right this second, is going on a college tour to go beat up on college students. By the way, can I just ask you a question?
I don't
yes
exclusively
or no?
beat up on college.
Can you actually answer? Can you actually answer? Hang on, calm down. I just got one question. I got one question for you, and I want you to actually answer it. Are you glad Charlie Kirk is dead?
No, I don't think anybody in this country should be dying to political violence. It's insane. The past 5 years in this country has been crazy. But
Good job. But now he's going to spin it to being, it's Trump's fault that Charlie Kirk's dead. That's my guess.
the reality is, until conservatives,
so then why did you say to your co-host that Trump deserved a bullet? Why did you tell him that?
Until conservatives have to say, hey, we all need to be less violent, there's no purpose in Democrats doing it, because every time Democrats
yeah, because Democrats listen to conservatives, right? Fuckhead. Because conservatives coming out and saying, hey, we need to fucking tone it down, stop with the political violence, which we're saying right now as you're murdering us. You think you're going to listen? You don't fucking listen to us. We need people like you, retard, to come out and talk to your own side. retard, and tell them, hey, this is not a good idea. Stop this. If you follow me, this is not the way that we win the culture war. This is not the way we get in power. Look at what happened when we tried to take out Trump. Oh, next thing you know, Trump's president. It actually backfired. Same thing's going to happen. You try to shut up Charlie Kirk's message. It's going to backfire. Charlie Kirk's message is going to reach more people, and it's going to be more powerful than it ever was before. So why don't you just fucking talk to your little crazy side and calm them down? Because they're not going to listen to us, idiot.
Disavow, you further entrench your guys' delusional beliefs that all the violence is coming on the left. Donald Trump can go on TV. He can say,
it's okay, Nunya. I know you're apologizing. It's just we have to be careful because, look, the left is going to come after us. They're liars. They're liars and they're pieces of shits. Okay, we see how they play right here, right? They come in here, they just fucking lie about everything. So they're going to come in and they're going to see one little comment like that and be like, oh, they're trying to send people to Destiny's house. So you have to have this like bigger picture thinking of like the words you use and how they can be. And it's gay, right? It's gay that I have to worry about. Yeah, but no, that's the reality of where we're at right now. We have to be very careful with our words because they will be spun out of context. Thank you, Hunter.
HunterVex super chatted $10. Love you, man. I miss my membership, but money is tight with a new
don't worry about it, brother.
Thank you for reminding people to not let a broken world and broken system break them as a person. Love and truth will prevail.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you for the 10, man. Yeah, no reason to apologize, man. I know how tight money is right now. Money's fucking very tight, brother. And I appreciate the 10, bro. Thank you so much.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. They can go on Parler and say, we heard you. They can go to the Capitol and break in and try to insurrect. They can get convicted in front of a jury, and then Donald Trump can pardon them, and we can come out and go, hey, guys, why aren't Democrats disavowing violence? And pretend that the problem is coming from the left. Democrats do a disservice to this country by disavowing violence constantly when the president...
Democrats do a disservice by disavowing violence? Did he just actually fucking say that? So what's the opposite? If you're not going to disavow violence, then what are you doing? You're just neutral on the violence? You're just neutral? You just no comment? Did he really just say that Democrats do a disservice by disavowing violence? Did he really say that?
Coming from the left, Democrats do a disservice to this country by disavowing violence constantly when the...
Bro. I didn't think it could get any worse. I'm wrong.
President of the United States.
Let me respond quickly.
And say all of us
Destiny. So the thing is, why?
Yeah. That's because it's not Trump shooting people in the face, dumbass. Okay, it's Trump that almost got assassinated. It's conservative who did just get assassinated. And then you're gonna come and gaslight us like we're the ones that need to calm down. We're the ones that need to. No, bro. I just, the sad part is like, this message is not going to get through to the people that follow Destiny. Like, there's no message that gets through to these people. They're locked into their own little fucking reality. That's the sad part. There's no reaching them. Doesn't seem like it. Hopefully there is. But if something like this doesn't fucking wake some of these people up, I don't know what will, dude.
What did you say to your co-host
keep focusing on me.
That the bullet was for Trump? Why did you say to your co-host that the best place for the bullet was Trump? Why did you say that?
Why did Donald Trump call him?
So what about it?
Oh, there he goes. I know he said some rowdy shit, just like Hassan has. Both of them have been fucking playing a very dangerous game. And now that some shit's kicked off, it's very, very... We're in the right to go, what did you say? You said we should spill their guts? You said, I mean, I don't even want to talk about the Hassan shit. It's like, go on X. You can find these clips everywhere. I'm not even going to bring up Hassan, but I mean, Hassan's just as bad. Can you guys get off the cliff already? Like, you're walking yourself off a cliff, dude. I don't know. Maybe you're so much smarter than me. You're like, oh, this is actually going to be good for my career. You know, that's going to give me more left-wing support. No, I don't see how, dude. I think you're just going to isolate yourself to like the craziest of the crazy, and you're going to lose all the rational people. And maybe that's good. Maybe you don't want rational people. Good, you know, it sucks if you want to start a cult to have like rational people following you because they're not going to join your cult and they're going to question you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, you know, you want to start your little coom gremlin cult, and you got to weed out all the people who still, you know, think straight.
What aboutism?
Yeah,
I'm asking you a question.
Now, what aboutism? The
I can't be what aboutism if it's my question,
is,
Destiny.
Why won't Donald Trump
answer the question?
Right, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this?
So bad, guys.
Why
So
don't we
bad.
do this before I cut
Such an easy
mics?
question.
Because you don't care.
Destiny,
you don't care that Kirk's dead.
Destiny, allow Andrew to repeat his question and let him ask the question. Then you answer it, okay, Andrew?
No, I want to hear the other side first.
Let him ask the question.
Donald Trump.
Let him ask the question, Destiny, and then you answer it. Andrew.
Destiny told his co-host when asked point blank if he wanted the bullet to kill Trump, that the worst thing that could have happened was the bullet missing. He said this to Pisco. I watched it. Okay, this guy.
I think I remember this clip as well, dude.
Guy's an obfuscation machine. And if you know what else, Destiny, why should we believe you? I think you are glad Kirk is dead. And all of your tweets seem to prove that. And you would have been happy if Trump was assassinated. You've made that very clear. So why not just be truthful for once in your fucking life and say the truth, that you don't care that Kirk is dead?
Good. Let's just, I want to zoom in on this real quick. This guy looks like he's fucking out of his mind right now, Destiny. Just pay attention to Destiny's face.
If Trump were a machine. And if you know what else, Destiny, why should we believe you? I think you are glad Kirk is dead.
Bro, that eye movement, like what fucking uppers are you on? It's like, are you in flight or flight mode or like, what the fuck, dude? This guy needs to get clean, I think. You know, just allegedly, in my opinion, I think this guy needs to get fucking clean.
And all of your tweets seem to prove that. And you would have been happy if Trump was assassinated. You've made that very clear. So why not just be truthful for
once? Nobody's eyes dart that fast. That's the fastest eye darting I've ever seen in my entire life, dude.
Once in your fucking life and say the truth, that you don't care that Kirk is dead. And you're actually probably glad he is. Isn't that really what's true?
I don't want anybody in this country to die to political violence. I don't think in the United States of America that should be happening.
Okay, great. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad. But now tell us why it's Trump's fault.
I don't know why it's so hard for the president to say the same. I think it'd be the easiest thing in the world as a president. Biden did it for 4 years. That's why everything was way cooler when he was here, like in terms of temperature. The Clintons have no problem saying it. Barack Obama has no problem saying it. Kamala Harris has come out and said it. Every Democratic lawmaker and leader has basically come out and said it. But for some reason on the Republican side, it's just civil war, civil war, civil war. And the Republican president of the United States, who has presided over more violence politically.
Matteo, I don't know. I've never heard anything about him having Asperger's. Matteo says Destiny has Asperger's. I haven't heard him say that. Where are you getting that from, Matteo? Because to me, most of what I've seen is seems like Adderall abuse. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's Asperger's.
Politically in this country, more large protests than any president in all of U.S. history, for some reason, can't bring himself to say, all of us need to calm down. And
so did Trump deserve the bullet?
Did
Trump deserve the bullet?
This is all you care about are the political hit jobs.
Just answer the question, bro. Did Trump deserve the bullet?
Did Donald Trump
deserve the bullet
on his side ever? Did Donald Trump
answer the question?
Why would you avoid that question? No, of course Trump didn't deserve the. No, it's such a simple fucking thing. It's such a simple fucking thing, dude. The fact that you don't want to answer that question makes me really suspicious about what the actual answer, how you really feel about that question is.
Did Trump deserve the bullet?
You can't answer the question. We're here to play.
No,
he's literally dodging the question as he's accusing the other guy of not answering the question. Oh my God. He's the greatest debater of all time. Yeah, if being good at debating is just lying as much as you can, speaking as loud as possible, repeating yourself over and over and speaking over the person you're debating, then yeah, I guess he's a great debater, guys.
Bro, it's my turn to ask the question. It's your turn to answer. Did Trump deserve the bullet?
Did Trump disavow violence in this country ever?
Did he deserve the bullet? Yes, he's disavowed violence. But again, I just did. Now your turn. Now your turn. It's your turn.
Did Donald Trump?
Did Trump deserve the bullet?
I never said that. No, I never said that. No.
Okay.
Oh, good job. Good job. The fact it took you that long makes me suspicious.
Except you did to your co-host.
No, I didn't. Oh, wait. When did Donald Trump disavow? Wait. When did Donald Trump disavow violence in this country?
Your exact words, you lying sack of shit.
Keep making Joe Rogan spoofs and stay out of politics, piggy. Here's $5. I know you need it, bro. Smiley face emoji.
Don't be a little bitch and go fucking try to get a payback on that $5, Omega. I know how you guys do it. I love how people think they own you by sending you money. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks for the money. I'm so upset now. All right, dude. Yeah, thank you for the 5 Omega. You rock, brother. Appreciate
Why
it.
the lying
To
sack
kill
of
Trump,
shit?
the
No
worst
way.
thing that could have happened
Donald Trump
was the
disavowed
bullet
all
missing.
political violence. And
That's what you said,
and this is,
bro.
Yeah. And this is where, when
You're
you're
the biggest
putting
lying sack of
YouTubers, when
shit,
you're putting
bro.
YouTubers and tweeters on the same level as the president of the United States, this is why conservatives are absolutely brain broken when it comes to violence in this country. And that's why it'll continue.
But
Destiny, there'll be
Destiny,
more deaths.
but Destiny,
Maybe it'll be me at the next time. Who knows? There'll be
Well,
more
I do
people
agree
who
you
die.
want it to
And
continue.
you guys are all
Destiny-
going to turn around and be like, I can't believe it. What's going on? What's happening here?
Okay,
Yeah.
Destiny, if you care so much about political violence in America,
Andrew Wilson's just smoking a cigarette. I can't believe Piers allows him to do that, man. They might get the whole show demonetized, Piers. Can't let people smoke on your show.
why don't you lead the way yourself without
can't,
mentioning
because
anybody
one
else?
side-
Why don't
because
you?
one side-
Why don't you, Destiny, right now just outright condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because we've been doing that for a decade. One side can't
You can't do
turn
it, can
down
you?
the temperature.
You can't
the other
do
side
it.
can't turn down the temperature. If Donald Trump can't,
Is he just sad that like he's scared that maybe like he might upset his audience? Like he's probably seeing the audience, like a lot of these left-wing audiences, they have been openly cheering this. And maybe he's seeing that and he's like, oh, I can't actually do that because I'll upset my crazy fucking extremist lunatic audience. Is that what's going on? Because this is dumb. It's a dumb fucking move.
then the left shouldn't until he does.
Got it.
Republicans
Okay, you don't want to do it.
need accountability
Okay,
for
Jack-
their actions. They need some responsibility for the insanity.
He had
they
it coming,
caused.
didn't
Even though
he,
you
Destiny?
take
Yeah, Republicans, yeah. It's us. Dude, you would think like literally Trump is the one who murdered Charlie Kirk. I mean, it sounds to me from what Destiny's saying, it was Trump on the roof who murdered Charlie Kirk. I didn't know that. Well, that's crazy.
on yourself. Let me bring in Jack Posobiec.
We absolutely,
All
Democrats
right,
will take
that's enough,
accountability for
Destiny.
their
I'll bring
fault.
in Jack Posobiec.
Yeah,
Jack.
okay.
Jack looks sad as fuck, dude. I think he was actually friends with Charlie, but he looks sad as fuck. He does not want to be a part of this debate.
Nice, both sides it.
Jack.
Yeah.
What is your response to this?
I mean, Piers, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, this type of ideology where you've got someone who's willing to mock Erica, who's been standing strong for her family, for her children, who's just, she will never be able to grow old with Charlie. She will never be able to be with them again, have more children, to have grandchildren, to have those memories, to raise them. It's all gone. Every single moment of that future that they had was gone because someone fired a bullet at Charlie Kirk that said, "Hey, fascist, catch." And now you have people celebrating it. And when you ask people
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
How are you lying
oh,
about this?
Shut
even?
up, Destiny.
Holy
Shut
shit!
up.
You're so
Shut
shameless,
up.
dude. Oh my god! You're not even inside the right bullet. You're such a disgusting
Piers.
piece of shit.
Like it matters, right? It fucking matters. Oh, no, that was on the other bullet. It wasn't the only bullet that matters is the one that hit him. So whatever he wrote on the other bullets, that doesn't even matter. That's fucking has no meaning. Has no point. It proves nothing. It proves nothing. My God, they really are going to deny this all the way to the bank, aren't they? They're going to pretend like all the evidence, all the eyewitnesses, all the people who knew him, what, they don't exist? And the bullets, because he wrote fascist, but that wasn't the bullet that hit him. That's not that one doesn't count. The catch fascist bullet doesn't count because that was never fired. What? My God, dude, this is retarded. Really is retarded.
Up, dude. Oh my god! You're not even inside the right bullet. You're such a disgusting
Piers.
piece of shit.
He's a disgusting piece of shit. I mean, it's kind of rude because you could tell Jack is actually fucking reeling here from the death of his friend. And this guy has no sympathy whatsoever.
Holy fuck!
What a pedantic
Are we-
point. What a
are we
It's not
even gonna do
pedantic.
this?
This guy's a fucking professional.
It's total
lawyer.
pedantry.
It's
Total
Epic base.
pedantry. Total
This guy
pedantry.
probably.
Are we gonna do
I would
this?
like to let
Jesus.
Jack. I would like to let Jack finish his point, please.
Yeah,
and
his little
and
rant
they'll
here,
claim
yeah.
there's no leftist connection. They'll claim there's no there and then go so far as to lie and say there's some kind of Christian conservative connection when you could see the writing on the bullet casings. And so you know these are very common symbols associated whatever. The point is, right, it should be very, very clear. Are we connected with our humanity or are we not? And some people are willing to do that. Anna's been willing to do that. We've done shows together. They've been fine. They've been good. We've jousted, we've done the back and forth. Destin and I in the past have had shows together where before he kind of took this turn, and you think there are people who can just be willing to stand up for humanity.
Jack, it reminds me a bit of the journey I've gone on, very different circumstances, but the Israel-Hamas war. The reason I asked everybody on the pro-Palestinian side for months after the war started, do you condemn what Hamas did, is I think it was very enlightening as to the humanity of the person by how they responded. Give
me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh my, what could it be? It looks like it's technical difficulty. Or maybe someone is at the door. Or maybe Ping just don't want to be here no more. Or maybe he just wants to pee or grab a little protein. Whatever the case may be, Ping will be right back, that's a guarantee. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. Hello, hello, are you there? Hey, where are you? We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. Oh my, what could it be? It looks like it's technical difficulties. Or maybe someone is at the door. Or maybe Ping just don't want to be here no more. Or maybe he just wants to pee or grab a little protein. Whatever the case may be, Ping will be right back, that's a guarantee. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. Hello, hello, are you there? Hey, where are you? We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Let's get back to it. Somebody said this gets even better. Let's see. I didn't make it this far, so I don't know what happens, but I don't know if it could get any worse for Destiny at this point.
Their immediate response was, of course I do. The mass murder of civilians on the pro-Palestinian side for months after the war started, do you condemn what Hamas did, is I think it was very enlightening as to the humanity of the person by how they responded. If their immediate response was, of course I do, the mass murder of civilians on October the 7th was a horrendous atrocity, then we can move on to an intellectually honest debate. If they refuse to condemn what Hamas did, it's a completely different debate. And similarly, right now, I feel if you can't condemn a lot of what the IDF are doing, frankly, it's my opinion, in Gaza, then the same thing. If you're unequivocally like, it's all fine with 20,000 plus kids being killed, then I've got a problem with that too. But I do think you've got to try and maintain in all of these debates a modicum of humanity about people who are actually being killed. And what is terrifying about the mindset of a lot of people on the woke left I've seen since Charlie Kirk's death is the brazen glee that they're taking to his murder.
That's the biggest thing. It's like one thing for him to be assassinated, right? Like that was a level of like, holy shit. And then when you see the cheering, that is like, that's even scarier to a certain point.
Super chatted $5. Destiny should be barred from appearing on other streams until he watches the Ryan Beard video on his stream. Demon behavior for years.
Bro. I mean, when you watch some of these people, the way they laugh and they're taking joy in the murder of Charlie Kirk, it does seem fucking demonic. Then they're like, like the most evil fucking laugh that you would hear right out of some Halloween fucking horror music. It's like, dude, I don't know, man. I think there are people who need to find God. It does make you kind of believe in God. At least it makes you believe in some sort of evil. It's just, I don't know. We do need some exorcists. We need to bring the exorcisms back, man.
And then when I see even Destiny, who's a very well-followed person on the internet, well-known, when Destiny, frankly, if you can't bring yourself just to say the murder was horrific and should never have happened, it's a very simple sentence. It's just basic humanity. It really makes me despair for where everything is going, because it's indicative of the mindset of, I can't give an inch to my political opponents, therefore I lose my humanity. How can that be right?
Because you can't give an inch to political opponents that won't.
Is he going to say it again? Because Trump, but Trump
recognize or acknowledge anything they've done is wrong. It's all it's done is gotten us here. This is where we're at because of that exact mindset. Will any of the conservatives here acknowledge the conservative that murdered Melissa Hortman and her husband and shot the other senator in Minnesota?
Yeah. Political violence is wrong, dumbass. Doesn't matter which side of the fucking aisle it comes from, dumbass. You're not going to find a fucking right-winger that goes, oh, but what did Biden do? It's like, yeah, of course political violence is wrong. In every instance of it. Every single instance of it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, DSP. I don't know
DSP Historical Society super chatted $10. You are spitting fire tonight, brother. Keep it up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, DSP Historical Society, brother.
Of course. Yeah. Just
that
about
it was a
all
conservative
political
shooter? No. That it was a conservative shooter?
I don't know the details on that particular case.
Yeah, I don't know the details on it either. And this is the problem with Destiny and people like Destiny is they lie so fucking much that every time they say something, it's like, okay, I guess I'll take your word for it because I don't have the facts right now, but Jesus, you lie so much, I'm almost going to default to the fact that you're fucking lying like everything else that comes out of your mouth. But yeah, if any person on the right, conservative, independent, on the left, condemn all violence, especially on the right, because I'm someone who agrees a lot with the people on the right, and I don't want to see our movement become a fucking laughing stock. And I want to see our movement succeed. And the last thing you want, if you want to see your movement succeed, is some idiot in your movement to hurt somebody and just basically make your whole fucking movement look like what the left's going through right now. You'll do the same thing for the right. It's not a good fucking move. It's not. Yes, condemned, all of it.
Case if I did, and it turned out that it was the case, of course I would say that such violence should be disavowed. Thing is, you can't hold your entire moral standard based on what you think Trump is.
Yeah, MFG, but it doesn't. I understand what you're saying, like playing their game. To me, what does it harm? Like, what harm is done by me going, yeah, of course, all political violence is uncalled for and fucking wrong, and everybody should be, talking to their side and saying, hey, we got to calm down. We got to channel our energy. If we're angry, we're upset, we got to channel it into positive things. And I don't think that's bad, because at a time like this, there is the possibility for right-wing, reciprocation. There is a possibility for somebody on the right to get radicalized by this and go out and fucking do some stupid shit. And I'd have to tell you, you would be doing a disservice to the things you fucking claim to care about if you were to do something like that. Right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with taking that stance. But yes, he is gaslighting, and I understand where you're coming from. But I think it's a good time right now, probably the most poignant time, to come out and say, violence is not the answer. If you care about your movement, you care about whatever you think you stand for, then you will be doing it a disservice. Okay? And it's just common sense. Go look at it. Go look at the history of it. It doesn't tend to work.
Doing or not doing. What does that have to do with you, Destiny? It has nothing to do with you. You can easily just say, you can lead by example and say, let's all tone down the violence.
You can't lead by example.
That's what you
want,
the
president
right?
of the United States. That's what Democrats have been doing.
Wait, you can't lead
decade.
by example because you're not the president? That's the stupidest thing I've heard
If
today,
one side wants to fight and the other side doesn't, then you're going to fight. One side can't decide not to fight. If the other
that makes no sense. What does that have
What
to
do you
do
mean
with
it makes
you?
no
You
sense?
can,
If
you
some
can
guy
easily,
comes up to you to fight,
you can easily
and the
just
other
say it
side
now,
says,
Destiny.
I don't want to, you don't really have the choice there.
Lead by example, then. Lead by example.
You can't lead by
and show
example.
us.
that's called dying.
You can.
Actually,
I thought.
So is Destiny saying that the left has to fight? If they don't fight, they're going to be murdered? Jesus Christ, dude. You keep making it worse, bro. You really keep making it worse.
President now super chatted $5. If the word starts, it will affect kids.
Exactly.
Let's not.
Yeah, and that's you go down a road that you know, this is like a accelerationist. I think like, look, I get it. Yeah, people probably won't be willing to like get really radical about fixing corruption in government until they're starving. But the problem with accelerationism is like, there's no guarantee you'll ever come back. If you want to destroy everything, it's not like a guarantee that we're going to be able to rebuild everything and we're not just going to end up being a third world country for the next 200 fucking years. So yeah, political violence starts breaking out and we start seeing this become a norm. We end up in a civil war. Like, you think the cost of goods are bad now? You think shit sucks for raising a family now? Just wait till then. We'll be praying for this time back. We'll be praying for things to be the way they are right now, even though currently they kind of suck. Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, it's not something anybody should ever wish for.
Thank
you for the super chat, brother.
Let me jump in,
because you're actually happy.
Let me
about
jump
it,
in here.
Just
I actually felt that Anna hit the nail on the head here, which is she did not need to wait for Donald Trump to comment on this to make her own mind up about what had happened. That is intellectual honesty, right? Yes, it may have been somebody that she totally disagreed with on many issues. The simple, humane thing to do with any event like this is to ask yourself, how do I personally feel about it? Not what does Donald Trump think about it, or what does Joe Biden think about it, or what does Timbuktu think about it. It's what do I personally feel about this. It didn't take me very long, Destiny, to understand that I felt repulsed by the execution of somebody in cold blood with his wife and 2 young children there watching. It's a human reaction. I don't need to know what Donald Trump thinks about it. You're there. At all. I don't understand why you need to wait for him before your own humanity kicks in.
I don't need to wait for anybody. No, you're not asking how we feel about it. You're asking what the public statements should be.
No, he's asking you to condemn the violence, idiot. He said it multiple times. Now you're going to change what he's asking you? He's so disingenuous. This is why people like debate Destiny. It's going to be 2 hours of nothing getting done. This guy's the most bad faith fucking debater I've ever seen.
And the public statements should be the president of the United States.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
asking
not.
me for a public statement
I'm
right
asking,
now.
where is your humanity? You can't just say the murder was wrong.
Where is your humanity, peers? You guys are playing into this exactly. I think you probably know it. I think Cornell was right about this. You know where your bread is buttered as well. You guys play into this. It's insane to me that the president of the United States can't say, hey, all of us need to be less violent. We all need to calm the fuck down. That the president of the United
God, dude, this is all he's got. This is just fucking TDS, 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 TDS. Trump. That's all he's got.
I just can't say this, but you will endlessly scour Twitter and YouTube for leftists to bring on and say, don't you guys disavow the violence? It's absolutely absurd to me.
You know, Cornel West should have stayed in his seat. We were debating free speech, actually, and whether
You're not debating free speech.
Let me finish. And whether the overuse.
Coltsy, I don't know why people care about this guy, because he's such an idiot that people like to make fun of him. And then there's a lot of people who just, if you have Trump derangement syndrome like him, like they like him because he repeats what they want to hear. But I think it's important that we highlight these type of people. And we show them out, we show them to the world, and we go, because they're the worst for their own movement. They're the best thing that happens, that's happened to conservatives, is people like this, because they show how stupid their side is. To the rational people, and really at a certain point, what else matters other than the rational people? People like Destiny are going to be the biggest thing that drives people away from the left and from the Democratic Party. So let's play it on a loudspeaker, baby.
Whether the overuse of words like Hitler, Nazis, and fascists was actually empowering deranged young minds to think they were battling actual new Hitler, Nazis, and fascists. And actually, when Andrew pointed out to Cornell that he had used the phrase neo-fascist about Trump, that's when Cornell decided he couldn't take part in the debate anymore, when he was reminded of something he had said. He didn't try and deny it. He just said, I don't want to have this debate.
Yeah, it seemed like he realized, oh, shit, I'm in over my head, and they're not just going to kiss my ass, and they're actually going to hold me accountable for the things I said, so I better get the fuck out of here.
And left.
Piers, how long have you been in the United States, like following our politics?
Over 20 years, I've lived and worked in America.
Okay, if you've lived and worked in America, I grew up as a conservative, listening to Rush Limbaugh and to Glenn Beck and to Billy Cunningham and to Sean Hannity.
He's one of the few people that grew up a conservative and then moved to being a liberal. Most people, it's the other way around, because the reality is, like, life experience brings about a wisdom that allows you to see through a lot of the emotionally bullshit arguments that the left makes. So as you get older, you get more experience, you get a little more wisdom, you start to see through it, and you're like, I see what you're doing. I see you're fucking trying to manipulate me emotionally. I see, but Destiny's the opposite. Maybe Destiny's just a grifter. Maybe that's possible. He's just in it for the money.
Hannity. You're going to sit here and pretend like Democrats are the ones that started the name calling? I heard them call Obama and the Clinton socialists and communists.
When did I say that?
I heard them call. I'm just saying, why are we pretending that?
But communism's not the same. It's not the same if you call somebody communist that you're calling for their death. Okay, it's not the same. The Nazi thing, you know, it's different. The Nazi thing has always been a thing. Like, if you could travel back in time and kill Hitler, and then you're calling Trump Hitler, it's not the same thing. And to be honest, there is communism within the left, so it is accurate. And there are a lot of you that pretend you're not fucking communists when you actually are. That's accurate. And you can't now say, oh, because you called us a communist. Oh, blah, blah. Have you seen who's running for fucking mayor of New York? Have you seen that? So yeah, we're allowed to call you communist. It's not the same fucking thing. Nobody on the right, I mean, I'm sure there are some fringe fucking Nazis on the right, but I doubt it. Most likely the Nazis are probably on the left. That's where I'd see the Nazis being on the left. Like the real true like neo-Nazis who you know, I don't know. I think they're mostly feds, to be honest. Most of the fucking pretend neo-Nazis.
Wait, I'm saying, why would Cornel West
household?
Why would Cornel West walk out on a debate when we're literally talking about the important?
Andrew Wilson super chatted $5. Honestly, I think even entertaining people like this is a bad idea. Just makes people more and more angry and annoyed. He should just be ignored. Emo.
Yeah, well, that might happen soon. You might get your wish here soon, Andrew. I mean, I think eventually people might ignore him, but right now you kind of can't. He's everywhere. Piers is fucking putting him on his show. And honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know how we just ignore these people, because they're pushed up by their own side and pushed in front of our faces all the time. But I get where you're coming from.
Importance of speech makes no sense to me.
If speech is important, then the president should exercise it more cautiously.
So should you.
And Republicans have been. You can't stop.
You've got millions of followers, and you think it's fine to show them you're mocking a widow.
Well, yeah. If the one end is the one doing the fighting, then yeah, you can stop it if it's only coming in one direction. Idiot.
You cannot choose for your opponent not to fight you.
Fine.
If Republicans
you mocked
won't
a
turn
grieving
down
widow.
the rhetoric.
This is so it was self-defense. The murdering of Charlie Kirk was a self-defense situation, Destiny? Is that what you're saying?
Then who cares? Donald Trump shouldn't have used the rhetoric that led her to being killed. 2 days before she died,
Donald Trump mocked a grieving widow?
This is all. It's just virtue signaling. You guys are excited about it. You guys love it.
How is it? How is it that you said this guy can't possibly be a leftist?
It's exciting to you. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
No.
How is it that you said this guy can't be a leftist because he grew up in a white Christian household when you grew up in a white Christian household by your own admission just now, and you're a fucking leftist, Destiny?
I'm 36 years old. This guy was 22, and he lived at home.
What does that have to do with anything?
Life.
What does that have to do with anything?
I had 20 years to separate.
He kind of got him on that one. I'm not gonna lie. Destiny got fucking owned on that one. That's what Destiny's argument is. Like, well, he wasn't a leftist because he was raised in a right-wing family. It's okay, well, Destiny is the same thing. Raised in a conservative family, and now he's a left. Like, such a dumb fucking argument, dude. It's like they'll take whatever facts, whatever little details that they can use to paint the picture they want, and then ignore everything else. Lies by omission. Still lies. And they do this nonstop all the fucking time. Every time I hear them fucking open their mouth, it's just lies by omission over and over and over again.
Separate myself from my parents' ideology. I didn't live with them still. Jesus.
So 6 months, 1 year, 20 years? Why does it matter how long it took to separate? You just got to say it was impossible. And you yourself are a leftist who grew up in a Christian conservative household, dude. You're the worst hypocrite I've ever seen.
Hold on, I'm sorry. You think that a 22-year-old has as much time to separate himself from the ideology that he grew up with as a 36-year-old?
Didn't say it.
No, a 22-year-old who's probably suffering from something. I've seen the pictures of that kid's eyes. I don't know if he was on SSRIs. I don't know if he had autism. I don't know what was going on with that Robinson kid, but I have a feeling he wasn't all there. Okay. At 22, that's when people are dumb enough to be misled to do some shit like this. Because I have a feeling that this was another lonely kid who just wanted to belong to a group. And I mean, to be honest, I see this with a lot of the videos of people celebrating this death on TikTok. Like, there's this one video specifically, it's like this chick, she can't be any older than 19, and she's like doing this cringy dance to Charlie Kirk's death, and it's like, it kind of feels like this chick just has no friends, and like she just got into this group, and it's like you know, they just want to belong to a group so bad, and they're like, oh, all my friends are like, and then everybody turns on her, and she's like, oh, what happened? But yeah, kids at that age, man, they just want to be a part of a group and feel like they belong somewhere, and who the fuck knows, man? But I would not be surprised if there were people that were leading that kid on. I would not be surprised. That's why we need a full investigation. We need to figure out everybody he was talking to. We need all the chat logs, everybody close to this kid to be investigated, figure out how he got radicalized, and how deep does this rabbit hole go? Does it go? I wonder.
You just made the comparison, dipshit. Of course you did. It's not.
Let me ask.
I made the comparison that a person can be radicalized.
Look at you.
Point. Let me jump in. Let me jump in. Let me ask Jack. Jack, you know the Kirk family well. You've been around the Kirk family, I think, since this is appalling murder has happened. When you hear Destiny saying, who cares, about the fact that he openly, publicly mocked Erica Kirk, a grieving widow, within literally a day or two of her husband being murdered, how does that make you feel as a friend of the family?
It's very angry, Piers, you know. And here's the thing is she's seeing all of it. She's going to see all of it. Her kids are going to watch this video one day. It's just, that's sort of the nature of reality now. They will see all of this and they will see the reaction. And I just hope that those of us who knew Charlie.
Migs says Anna just sitting there. That's all she needs to do, bro. Just be on camera for us. I can't help it. I'm liking Anna more and more these days.
Worked with Charlie.
I still don't really trust her, but you know, I mean, I got a soft spot. I don't know. She's pretty. What can I say?
Who knew Charlie beyond.
I got a soft spot for good-looking women. Okay, fucking. What can I do?
You know, TikToks and short videos can also be there for those kids as they grow up to let them know who their dad was.
And kids are going to grow up and watch old episodes of Piers Morgan uncensored.
Yeah, probably at some point they'll get to this video because it's about their dad and the murder of their dad, Destiny.
How performative is this? Is everybody here? Did we all get like a script before the show? What?
They watch a lot of old episodes of the JFK.
You make the left look so bad, and you don't even realize it. You are seriously so embarrassing.
Okay, yeah.
God.
You can talk to your best friend.
You really
Glenn
are.
Beck about
I mean,
it
like,
later, you know, have another 30-minute conversation about it, Anna.
That's his whole attack. Is like, oh, well, you're not leftist enough. You talk to people on the right, so now we can't listen to you because you talk to Tucker Carlson and Glenn Beck. That's not a good argument, Destiny.
Yeah, I will. Maybe I will talk to Glenn Beck about it. Oh, is that naughty? Is it
how
naughty?
many conversations have you had with Nick? You had more conversations with Nick than anyone.
That's a good point. Him and Nick, you know, they really enjoy each other's company.
Oh, mean. Oh, no. Not the meanies on Twitter.
I know.
How many more lawsuits are you going to face from women that you allegedly secretly recorded during intimate moments, Destiny? I can't believe anyone takes you seriously.
Are you really?
You're disgusting. You're embarrassing, and you should be shunned from public life with your disgusting treatment of all sorts of people, including young left-wing girls, women.
Let's not forget, he is the fucking Coom Gremlin. Thank you for bringing that up, Anna. Good point.
That you victimized allegedly.
Right now in the window. You're
that's who you are.
2 shades away from being
You're
a Fox
embarrassing.
News host, Anna.
You embarrass the left.
And she'd make a damn good Fox News host, okay?
The type of person who pushes people away from the left. Make sure you understand that. You're embarrassing. There's no morality with you. There's no grounding values. There's no principles. All you want is attention, 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 attention. That's all you want.
Yeah, of course.
All you want. Endless attention. Say disgusting, provocative garbage.
Another friendly conversation with another mainstream conservative commentator about how you're such a leftist, but those people on Twitter are so mean.
Having a debate or dialogue doesn't automatically mean that you agree.
Proficient says Anna became a right-wing grifter because she got bullied on Twitter. Really? Because I remember her coming out and talking about it, and wasn't it because she was sexually assaulted in the city? Didn't the sexual assault she went through actually change her mind?
13 super chatted $1.99. Destiny is saying the voices are too loud.
The voices in his head? The voices in his head? I hope he doesn't have voices in his head. I mean, the guy's got enough problems, dude. He don't need voices in his head.
Agree with everything they have to say. It means you're coming
No, it's
together
when you sit down and you're
exchanging ideas and
then
debating them. No, I don't agree with everything they have to say. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do.
I don't
Of course
agree with
you do.
everything
What do you
they have
mean?
to say. But I'm
when
an adult.
You sit down and all
I can
of your
sit down and have a
criticisms
mature
are for the
debate
left,
or conversation.
And you have no disagreements about anything on the right. Yeah, that's called
I do
agreement.
have criticisms for the left. I have tons of criticisms for the right. Tons of criticisms. I'm obviously
they don't seem to come out much when you're talking to your
I obviously have a huge problem with the unending, unmitigated support for Israel, regardless of the genocide they're engaging in. I have all sorts of disagreements with the right. That doesn't mean I'm going to dehumanize them and cheer on the slaughter of my fellow Americans because we have disagreements on politics.
See, he's getting cooked by Anna here. I thought he was a great debater. He's just getting destroyed right now. He's fucking getting destroyed.
You're embarrassed.
I wish anybody here had the same energy for the president of the United States, but that's good. I'm glad you guys are focused where it really.
Dude, keep sticking with that one because that's really winning, Destiny. That's really winning. That's gonna win. It'll win with the fucking crazies. It seems like at this point he's just like, I mean, all that matters. Like clearly the right's not going to support me. I'm not going to win anybody on the right, so I'm just going to double down and speak directly to the crazies and make sure to keep the crazies happy because that's the only people that are going to buy this stupid argument.
Accounts on Twitter and
Dude,
YouTube,
you have
the
like
conservatives want you to be
TDS,
focused
like
on, you know?
you are like the prototype
TDS,
of TDS.
yeah, there it
it's
comes,
unbelievable.
the
You wake
TDS,
up every morning and you decide your behavior is going to hinge on Trump.
Tell me more about the
Who are you as
dancing
an
Israelis
individual?
and Building
God, have
7
a little bit
and
of
how
humanity.
the Jews all knew about 9/11
You're a
and they all want
sociopath.
us to go to war in the Middle East. Yeah, of course.
I've never once said the Jews
Let me
were
bring
behind
in Jack
9/11.
again.
Not once. Don't make things up. You just.
She talked about the dancing Israeli conspiracy, and I guess that's I don't know what that has to do with this, Destiny. That has nothing to do with this.
Disgusting prick.
Let me bring in Jack again. Jack, Peter Navarro earlier was talking about directly to Elon Musk about, in his view, the urgent need for Elon Musk to detoxify X, given that he owns the platform, and that he blamed X for a lot of the toxicity in public discourse. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think there's obviously a tension between, standing and wanting free dialogue and freedom of speech, but also maintaining a line beyond calling for violence and calling for direct violence or direct criminal activity. So, X in its original Twitter fashion, if you go all the way back to, 2012, 2010, when it was really getting going, they used to pretty much the main things that were banned or would get taken down or get accounts banned were posting of direct addresses of people, so doxing, or posting direct threats to violence. And so I think there needs to be that line set of this is acceptable discourse, this is a back and forth, but the idea that a direct call for violence should be banned, I think that's something that I would support.
Yeah.
Andrew, what do you...
Yeah. That was one of the things that was great about when Elon first was going to take over X. He was like, if it's legal, it stays. If it's illegal, it goes. And that really should be it. That should be it. I am for allowing a little bit of moderation by these platforms, but it needs to be really regulated. And we need to have like a huge fucking government entity just watching them and looking over their shoulder to make sure that they're not gaming the system. Because I have a feeling social media platforms are gaming the system with their algorithms.
What do you feel about the social media aspect of all this? Do you think that it is culpable to a degree in the surging toxicity of debate about these things?
Look, social media is a tool. And what social media has done right now is it's allowed us to get a glimpse into leftist ideology, finally. Yeah. And we get to see the insane madness that was always there. And the fact of the matter is that, here on the panel right this second, you have a guy who celebrated a multitude of these types of things, including telling his co-host that basically Trump, the worst place that the assassin could have put the bullet was anywhere other than Trump. I mean, I got the clip of him doing it. And so the thing is like...
This is a guy who said he would not feel bad or care, I forget his exact terminology, if his own parents were murdered while attending a Trump rally. Sounds like a complete fucking psychopath, if you ask me.
What we've noted now, these people are glad. They're glad. They're happy. They love it. I go on TikTok all the time and I debate with these people. It's very clear that leftists are glad that this happened and that they're going to do everything they can to promote more of it. And we're supposed to base our behavior on what the president does or doesn't say. What, like if I had Biden derangement syndrome, I couldn't still come out and condemn political violence? Of course I could. But the thing is
I'm just curious, anybody have any words for the fact that Charlie Kirk said that Biden should have been executed?
Leftists collectively
come on. There's no way Charlie Kirk said Biden should be executed, dude. There's no fucking way. They are just like making shit up about Charlie Kirk left and right, dude. Oh, he's a racist and he wants to get rid of civil rights. And it's like, dude, and then you go look at the full context and it's like, it's just total bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Can't seem to do that, though. I don't know why.
Anytime you hear some shit like this, where they say, oh, this guy believes this guy says that, go find the clip and watch the full context of the clip. You'll find like 99% of the fucking time, if not 100% of the time, they are just fucking straight up lying.
Can't seem to do that.
No, that was fine when Charlie Kirk said that. Okay,
Anna, I want to mention something to you, which I was going to talk to Cornel West
Charlie
about.
Kirk was a moderate. He was more moderate than a local electrician.
Yeah, nice pivot.
He was more moderate than a local electrician. And you know that, by the way.
He said he wanted to see Biden.
You have debated with the worst, and I've seen you do it. You know.
Biden executed. Okay? Give me a fucking break.
No, that's not what he said.
I don't care about any of this stuff.
That's not what he said. He said if you violate criminality and criminal laws, then that will be the case.
All right, I want to ask Anna.
There's not what's performative. What's performative?
Oh, wait, so if I say, oh, well, you know, I think that guy was a criminal, therefore the execution is okay. Somehow that makes everything fine with no investigation, no criminal charges.
You say all the time that your political opponent should be in jail and highest extent of the law. You say it all the time. What are you talking about?
Sorry, no, that's Donald
saying
Trump.
the word performative doesn't mean anything.
The National Guard right now is putting bullshit investigations into every
that's just
political
performative.
opponent.
I want to bring Anna back in.
All right, guys, can we stop talking over each? Oh no, sorry, it's impossible with Destiny. That is the strategy, because Destiny will just talk over you. So what other choice do you have to just try to talk over him, and it's just two people talking at the same time and nothing gets done?
Performative.
I want to bring Anna back in.
Performative.
Okay, I want to bring Anna back in because the president-elect of the Oxford Union, probably the most premier debating society.
Oh, yeah, we'll move on to the next one. I think I had a clip of this. This is another one that pissed me off, dude. Get rid of this one. Where was Bob Villain? I think this guy said some wild shit before. This is not the first time this has happened. But this guy, who to me should be sued by the Bob Dylan estate because he is destroying the name of a fucking legend. He was out there celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Just another one. We're not going to go down the route of, because there's so many, dude. If I wanted to, I could do another 4 hours just playing videos of people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. It's pretty morbid, it's depressing, and nothing makes me more angry than that. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to highlight this fuckhead.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns was, were. Because if you chat shit, you will get banned. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit.
And then you have the whole crowd. I mean, so it's like one thing when it's just like a guy saying this, but then when you have a whole crowd cheering it on, and then you go on TikTok and it's just like a nonstop avalanche of people cackling like fucking demons over the death of another human being. And then this fucker tries to pretend like he didn't do this.
Majo13 super chatted $5.33. Dude, I think our prime minister is making us pay the Muslims a protection tax.
Dude, God bless you guys in the United Kingdom. You guys are up against a lot. I think it's very important you guys remain peaceful. Keep the idiots out of your movement that are not trustworthy, who are going to ruin you guys. And I know that's hard because it's such a huge movement. But Yeah, you know, I wish you guys the best of luck. It's fucked what's happened to UK. It's fucked that guys like this can say things, and I mean, this is in Britain, right? They're not arresting him for saying this, but if you call the wrong person a muppet, they'll come arrest you. Pray for Great Britain, man. That's family, you know. We're family with the UK. We got. I hope they can fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know how they solve the problems, but you know, you definitely got to get the immigration under control. And yeah, I mean, God, it's so far gone at this point. It seems like I don't know, man. I just wish you guys the best of luck. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And here he is trying to pretend like he never did what we just saw him do. Just, you know, he's going to pretend we didn't see that.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated.
These guys, I swear to God, they just lie. And it's like their side knows, like, oh, this is the game. Nothing matters. All that matters is we get power. And we'll just lie as much as possible. And that's just a tool. That's just a tool in our tool bag.
At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. I did call him a piece of shit. That much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was,
it's the fucking it's the epitome of a celebration. You're fucking singing and dancing. And this is semantics. Oh, it wasn't technically a celebration. Oh no, it wasn't technically a celebration. It's like, dude, you're a piece of shit. We saw what you did. You can't talk your way out of it.
Go find me a quote. Go find me something that.
I want to dedicate this next one.
We're going to watch it again.
To an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns were.
Sure sounds like a celebration to me.
Because if you touch shit, you will get banned.
And actually a threat. A threat to everybody else that we're coming for you, essentially. You say things we don't like, you're going to get banged. So it's worse than celebration. It's celebration with a threat for more to come.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit.
What a disgusting fucking human being, dude.
That proves that we were celebrating his death. You're not going to find it because it didn't happen.
We just played it, idiot.
What did happen is one reporter that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report. And after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up.
Yeah, it's the reporter. It's fake
Andrew
news.
Wilson super chatted $2. Thank God they revoked his visa.
I mean, this is in England. I mean, they have the strictest fucking speech laws in the world. They've gone full Orwellian, but am I wrong? Is this not in England? Did this not happen in the UK? But this is okay? This kind of speech is okay, but then you can't call somebody a muppet? God, man, I pray for Great Britain. Pray for our fucking cousins in the Great Britain. Because it's, they got a lot on their plate, man. But yeah, insane. Insane. We're close to 2 hours. I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. Been a fun episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, we got 120 likes. It's great. If you guys are enjoying the show, smash the thumbs up on the way out. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what I'm talking about tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there'll be some other stuff to talk about. It is not more of these fucking lunatics doubling down on their lunacy because it's fucking disgusting. Play the video of Charlie calling for Biden to be killed or thrown in prison. Okay, we'll play the video. Let me see if I can find it. We'll play with that because I guarantee you there's a larger fucking context to what he was saying. We'll see if we can find it real quick. We'll play it just for you idiots that want to think this is going to prove something. Yeah, this is going to be one that's probably hard to find because it's just going to give me everything else. Yeah, it's just all going to be Charlie Kirk. Let's change it to executed. Well, see, guys, this is what you get, Democrats. You guys wanted to destroy your fucking search algorithms, to shut down hate speech, to shut down conservatives, and now I can't find the clip you want me to find because your side has completely destroyed the search engine in the name of saving us from misinformation. So now we're not going to watch the clip. Good job. Good job being idiots. Because, yeah, you would think that this would pull up right away, but of course it's not. It's not, because it doesn't give a shit about what I just searched. It doesn't care about the fucking terms I used to search. Yeah, whatever, dude. First of all, I already know it's bullshit, dude. You're telling me Charlie Kirk was just like, yeah, we should just execute Biden. No, he's probably talking about something, a larger context of where, like, doesn't matter if you're a president, the law applies to you. And if you're committing treason, which a lot of people feel Biden did commit treason, and the whole Democrats party is committing treason by bringing in people illegally so that they can win elections and also maybe stealing elections. There's a lot more to that than just, oh, they just want Biden executed. But go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Have a wonderful night, guys. It's right there. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. Where? I know he's lying to me, Harold Grant. That's why I want to play the full clip so we can see the full context. That is obviously not just him going, Biden should be executed. Because I think the only way it would work is if I pulled up their little fucking probably 8-second out of context clip. Right? Anyway, yeah, go fuck yourself. If you're happy about this and you want to go back after this man's dead and try to fucking misconstrue what he said, take it out of context, like you love to do to make somebody look bad, it's too late, Proficient. You can't post links in the chat. I don't allow that. Good luck, Proficient. You go have fun with that bullshit, dude. Go believe it. You go believe that bullshit. No one's buying it anymore, dude. No one's buying it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Don't listen to idiots like Proficient. They're lying. They always lie. This is all they got, dude. This is all they got left. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified.